Jose Marichan here in Manila. And Jose, I want to talk to you about being able to travel all over the world and sing your beautiful music, not only to the Filipinos, but to everybody.
Yeah, well, I'm doing a concert in the Golden Nugget in Atlantic City on December 6th. I'm going to be there. Of course, that's not my first time in Atlantic City. I've done Bellagio in Las Vegas some years ago, yes. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the Manhattan Connection, the songs of Jose Marichan. How did this come about? About 4 or 5 years ago, the Manhattan Transfer came for a concert. And I've befriended Tim Hauser and Janis Siegel especially. One day when we were talking at dinner, she found out that I was a songwriter and she was interested to hear my songs. So I gave her a stack of my CDs. Okay, I didn't think that anything would come out of it. But a month later, she emailed me and she says, you know, I like a few of your songs. And so I said, well, you know, one day it would be my dream. I would love to have Manhattan Transfer record 1 or 2 of my songs. And then she listened to the songs and then she probably came to the conclusion that yung mga songs ko hindi bagay sa Manhattan Transfer. But because she liked them independently, she thought of getting musicians from New York to interpret my songs. And so, from 1 or 2 songs, naging 12 songs. And so, she had Yaron Gershovsky arrange the songs, and then she arranged the vocals, and she got several singers from New York to interpret the songs. And one of them is Lisa Fisher, who is a star in the documentary 20 Feet from Stardom. You know that the documentary. She's one of the famous backup singers in America. And she was here recently with Chris Botti. And I met her and I introduced myself as the composer of Love Lost. And she said, oh yes, Janis Siegel produced that. So I'm very proud of this album. It's available on iTunes and CD Baby. Just look up Manhattan Connection, the songs of Jose Marichan, and I'm sure you love the album, especially those of you living in the US.
Yes. Marami tayong mga kababayan na nasa Amerika na palaging hinahanap yung flavor of being Filipino, and music has that power to really transcend that spirit and that energy. And a lot of Pinoys na nasa Amerika, they reminisce a lot about living here, and a lot of that includes being able to listen to your music.
Yeah, that's why I remember one time I had a concert in Vancouver. This was 2 years ago. It was a Christmas show, and I sang with the Westminster Choir and Orchestra. And as I was singing Perfect Christmas, people were crying. Yeah. And I felt sorry because then they remembered their parents, their uncles in the Philippines. They remember their Christmases there. So it's heartwarming to do Christmas shows in the US. And even in Ireland, when I was singing my Christmas songs, oh, people were just teary-eyed.
I'm getting teary-eyed. Jose Marichan, you are one of the many artists here in the Philippines that continue to work all the time and create music until now. I know you attribute a lot of the success you've gotten to the Holy Spirit, but in a nutshell, what can we expect from Jose Marichan in the future?
Well,
Don't stop making music. That's what I want to say.
Yeah, no, in fact, one of my dreams is to come up with a musical, you know, and I have the story, I have in fact the melodies. One day I'd like to do that before I retire. But actually, I don't know if I'll ever retire, because they say you never retire from something you love. Diba? Like, can you imagine Archie stop playing golf? It is something that you love, you know. In my case, it's music. And the only thing lang is that I noticed that if I continue to write pop songs, they may not be contemporary, you know, because the music now the music style has changed. So I may not be able to write songs like those that you hear on radio today. Or maybe I could, but it would not be me. It would not be, I would just be imitating, you know, so there would not be any honesty in the art.
Well, the thing is, when you write some music, you know that it'll last forever because your music 25 years ago till today, relevant in society, and you hear it everywhere. That's what you call classics.
Thank you.
Thank you. Maraming salamat for spending the time with me and talking to me. And I'm sure a lot of our kababayans that are watching are very, very excited to hear your music because it's Christmas at Paskong Pasko na, lalo na pag naririnig nila ang kanta at ang musika mo.
So let me be the first to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a prosperous 2015, continued good health, inner joy, peace, and love.
Maraming salamat po. We'll be back on Kababayan Today. Don't go away.